Hey, and welcome to the second video of the week. It is Friday, the 9th of September, and a number of you guys have asked what I use personally just for recording my own little songs. Well, it's probably less, equipment than you might have thought. I'm kind of a minimalist at heart, so what I'll do is I'll grab the iPad and I'll show you around my setup. I guess the core of it would be the just standard iMac. In terms of the input, I use a Focusrite. I'm trying to think. It's a Sapphire Pro, I believe. Runs off Firewire. I just love the preamps. Really nice preamps there. And then in terms of a controller, I have the Novation Impulse. Nice thing, it has some pads as well as all those controllers and a nice weighted keyboard. And then in terms of output, I have these KRK VXT8s. And then input microphone, I'm still using my own little V67G by MXL. I also have a Blue Microphones Yeti. That's a great USB mic. If I'm doing any narration or something like that, you can plug it straight in there. So as you can see, there's not a lot of stuff there. And here's how I would probably say to anybody to divide up their money when they're doing a budget. Let me see if we can see this. Okay, so what we have here is our microphone, our I/O box, computer, and then the output right here. In terms of the microphones, you can really get a really nice microphone for a couple $100. If you want to stretch the budget, there's some mid-price things. I'd maybe look at the Shure SM7. Blue makes some really nice microphones. MXL really does as well. If you want to really stretch the budget, Mojave makes an amazing mic for about $1,000. So you could spend some money there. The I/O box is very important. This is what's going into your computer, and they used to make some really junk ones, but now you make there's some really nice ones there. I'd probably go to Sweetwater and have a look at some of their reviews. Also, Amazon is good for looking at kind of unvarnished reviews. So I'd spend some money there. Computers, a number of years ago, I would have said, go out and get this type of motherboard, this type of hard drive, and everything really had to be very, very specific. Nowadays, most computers will do the job. I mean, a lot of times I'm just recording on the system drive. The DAWs and the computers are working that well. Then on the output here, I would spend some money on that. If you're skimping on your monitors, then that's probably why your mixes are so bad. Get some really nice monitors. These KRK VXT8s I actually got from a scratch and dent thing on maybe Sweetwater or Sam Ash or something like that, and I got them for hundreds of dollars less for just a few little tiny dings on there. So there's where I would spend my money, on my mic, I/O, and the monitors out there. Now, if you're wanting to use a hardware box, something like this is my little hardware box. Something to look at here is some of these hybrid boxes, particularly made by Zoom. Zoom makes some really nice little recorders like the R16, R24, R8. The benefit of those guys is you can record straight into here. There's no latency, you just plug and play. But they have a little SD card that you can just pop straight into your computer. So you can do most of your recording in here, kind of in a hybrid approach, where you do your recording there, but then play back here. The benefit of hardware is that they just run. You just plug them and you can drag them along to a gig. In fact, the R series have 8 inputs. You can sync 2 of them together to get 16 simultaneous inputs. And then, so that's the benefit there, but mixing down these, it's not that great. There's only a few effects in there. Where you put that into a DAW, boy, there's unlimited effects, unlimited tracks, and all of that stuff. So I would definitely do that either by just taking the SD card and popping it in there, or else you can export them through USB. The benefit of those Zoom R series is that they're also a control surface as well. So you can do a lot of very cool things there. Anyway, this is a very short video showing you where you could spend your money. And, you know, there's not, years gone by, you would have had to spend a lot of bread. But you notice I don't have any hardware anymore. I don't have external effects. Oh, by the way, the DAW I use, I use a number of different ones, but predominantly I use Propeller Head's Reason, mainly because it's so forgiving in terms of what you know, what kind of hardware you need. You don't need a super fast computer. I mean, this is a pretty fast computer, but you don't need to have a crazy fast computer to run, you know, just dozens and dozens of tracks on there. So give me some responses. Let me know what you're using, what you've had some good experiences with. And I'm really digging this whole idea. I'm reading all your comments, and it's just a great way for us to kind of get together every week. So anyway, be a lifelong learner. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Go Broncos. Cheers. Bye.